Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this morning briefing webinar. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 20th of September. Already I see many people, they just join. Let's give it a few seconds because I see some people are trying to get connected. I hope trading is going well so far. Please let me know. How is everything in trading? Also, how is your day going so far? Are you guys okay? I already see some pairs. They came on the chat box. Guys, I shared with you the Instagram, the Telegram, and the YouTube channel. Please make sure you follow the pages and you subscribe on the YouTube channel. I also appreciate it to like the videos we are doing. As always, the team and myself, we put too much effort to make this content for you. So we'll appreciate if you give us a thumbs up. So let's go through. Hello, David, Paulina, and all the rest. The pound yen is making a run for the hills. Yes, sir, always alive as soon as we hear your voice. I like your sense of humor, Darshan. Flooring, Nasdaq, S&P, Dow Jones. Hello, Williams, Cherry. But I'm serious. Yes, that's it. That's nice. So let's go quickly to see the major news for the day. So calendar. Reserve Bank of Australia hold the meetings minute. Of course, they are bullish on their interest rates. And the way they see the economy, they want to lift the rates higher and higher. Sorry, I just like to draw with this drawing tool. Sometimes it's getting a bit interesting. Later on, we will have the Canada reporting the inflation rate for the year, 7.6 before, forecast 7.3%. So there are two occasions here, as you understand so far, when the inflation like this one, if it's going to drop down, it means that the currency, which in this occasion is a Canadian dollar, will possibly get depreciated because it's it kind of losing value. But for the consumer, this is good because we expected the goods to get a bit cheaper. Now we see the fuel prices are too high, and many in the grocery shops, things they become more expensive, unfortunately. Then in the US, we will have the housing starts and building permits. Not much of a difference. Last month, we saw a drop in the housing numbers. Now it's pretty much stable. That's what we see from, at least from the forecast. Building permits, again, not a major drop, just slight drop, but not that major to make a huge difference in the volatility and in any price reversal. So premium analytics, China keeps 1-year loan prime rate unchanged at 3.65%. Japan's consumer inflation rose to 3% in August. Ukraine forces take control of Key River Bank, extending advance in East. Amazon and Pfizer among companies planning to hire 20,000 refugees. So it's good to see people hired in jobs. So let's see. Hello guys. I see a lot of people in this morning webinar, and that's fantastic. That's brilliant. It means you find serious value. I've made mistake and I'm stuck on 1662 on gold. That's okay. That's okay, Paulina. No stress. Happens to, hello, Roman. Happens to every one of us. It's fine to stag on trades and by mistake, or not by mistake. It's just the way we perceive the information at that point, and you cannot go that hard on yourself and blame yourself. And guys, from now on, just to let you know, I will start a series of webinars for trading psychology and only, because I see many inquiries from the people, especially from those who participate through Zoom on these morning webinars, and they leave feedback when I close the webinar. So I see lots and lots of inquiries about trading psychology, and I firmly believe it's one of the, if not one of the most important fundamental assets of trading profitability. So it's not only to know the technicals, it's also to understand how we have to behave when we perceive the market information. So you will have the opportunity. There is no charge involved in that, okay? If you are thinking that it has something with something else, no, it's purely for you guys, so you can have the information coming out from a trader who I used to trade in big funds, in firms, for my own capital, and also other people's money and all this stuff. So I went through a lot, I learned a lot, I read a lot, I'm still reading, and I do things way different than when I started. Okay, so I believe that each one and every one of you will see a lot of value, because the information I'm going to give you about trading psychology, they're going to be accurate, on spot, and they're going to be implementable. Okay, so when we find ourselves in maybe some bad trades, we just make sure that either we get out of the trades if that's what we have to do, or we always make sure that our risk kept the same or lower, depends on the market conditions. We don't increase our trading size all the time because of this event. Sometimes just one trade can blow up our account. Okay, so, and we don't want this to happen. Why? So let's start with the pound US dollar. And great idea, Rumen. Yes, it will be great idea. And you can find the webinars on the website. And when we're going to upload them, I will let you know. Okay, we had this lower low here on the pound US dollar market. It's still in a downtrend. However, we came around this support. We have few rejections the last few days, as you can see from the candles. Let's zoom in a little bit. So we see these candles here. This rejection, we definitely expect the market to push to the upside, because really, see this bearish engulfing. If all the sellers, they were so strong, after they retest this area here, at that point, they should break below instead of just giving it for 2 sessions and not even created a new high. This pin bar, it's within the range of this pin bar. So this is the inside pin bar, which it can push the price to the upside, and we expect to see this one. I also have this channel. You can draw the channel from this one here. As I said, instead of drawing trend line, I prefer to draw the channel, so I can see the channel line where the market can possibly reverse. Okay, so if the market comes somewhere here, it's a good area to initiate more short positions. So as for today, on the intraday basis, if you are trading on a 15-minute charts and 5-minute charts or 1-minute charts, I know some people, they are trading there. You want to see, doesn't matter which time frame really you are doing. If you are going on the 5-minute, 1-minute, and 15-minute chart, you have to understand that your higher time frame is this pin bar here. So it shows that the market wants to push to the upside. And because you don't hold positions overnight and all this stuff with the 5 minutes, 1 minute, and 15-minute chart, then you just wait to see this pattern, higher highs, at least that's how I play it. And that's the safest way. We wait to see higher high, we wait for a pullback, we can enter and take our profit at the last, at the recent swing. Same as here, higher high, new high in the market. This one here, higher high, pullback, we can enter and take our profit somewhere here. Now, the market make this move here, so we don't have any higher highs. Our last high is this one. And if the market breaks above and retest, then on the intraday basis, it's a good opportunity. Okay. So that's it from the pound, but don't get confused. The intraday trading, 5 minutes, 1 minute, and 15-minute chart, we go based on the previous bar strength. And here we see some support and bullishness can come in the market. But again, we have to be patient and respect the market structure. We don't just blindly start buying and get excited. No, leave your excitement for other situations, not for trading. Okay, we wait for clear higher highs. That's our point of reference. If we have a new high here, then pullback, yes, we can start buying. Okay, with careful approach. Let's move on to the Euro USD. Euro USD shows more strength in general. The euro looks like it has some move to give to the upside. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the 4 previous candles. The buyers, they have the opportunity to push the price higher. Now it's becoming a bit critical because at this point here, it's the middle of this strong impulse candle. The trend is down, so we can see some sort of reaction. Maybe many limit orders are sitting here waiting to be executed to the downside. So if someone is buying on the intraday chart, you have to be extremely careful. However, now it is not a right time to buy on the intraday chart because this high was the reference and it hasn't been broken to create a new high. We just saw the market making this random move to the, let's say, around this area here. So we have to see a higher high, higher than this high, and then we start buying on the intraday. From a higher time perspective, for a daily chart, we want to see the price come somewhere here to touch these areas and then start selling. Okay, that's for the long term because we keep positions for days and days when we do this swing trading. I hope that's clear in your mind, in your head, and you don't get confused between how do we approach the intraday trading and how do we approach the 4 hours and daily charts. Okay, I want to make it clear. Ideally, we want to trade on the lower time frames along with the daily direction and the daily price action. But sometimes the daily price action, it's so clear coming off a strong area of, let's say, support. If we are in a downtrend, we find support and then we see some reversals. And if we go down to the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 1 minute, and we see these higher highs, we can definitely get some good trades out of that because we target the recent swing. We don't leave the trade until it goes and expect to make 10 to 1 and 20 to 1 on the 5 minute and 15-minute chart. Okay, we have to apply discipline. USD-CHF on the daily chart, we have this area here, the buy area. The market is trying to make its way. This is a clear range. Okay, we don't have any series of higher highs and higher lows. It's a bit mixed. Swiss franc, it's also strong against the rest of the currencies, and that make this mess with the US dollar here, because US dollar is strong, Swiss franc is strong, so both of them, they perform really well in the market. Now we are in the middle. We said we initiate this position here, but now we are in the middle of this range, so it's very, very low probability to talk about either intraday or daily charts. It's there is nothing to see here now. Aussie US dollar, again, we are on this support. That's a nice support. We saw some sort of reaction to the upside when the price touches the support. Now it's been 2 days and we see this rejection from the sellers got rejected. The price didn't follow through. This bearish strong candle with lots of volume didn't follow through. So we expect to see some push to the upside. But really now, if we trade the 4-hour charts, we want to see higher highs and higher lows. This is going to be a bit, it's going to take some time. But if we go down to the 15-minute chart and we see this, now we are in a lower highs and lower lows. If we see change in the direction and we see this higher high pullback, then we can initiate some long positions and target the last swing for intraday purposes only. We don't hold trades for too much time. I say that again, just be mindful when you are trading this. Okay, so let's move on. Kiwi remain the clearest for intraday, for daily, for 4-hour, 1 hour, everything. Okay, this one here, it's in a downtrend. Kiwi, it's so weak. 15-minute chart gave few opportunities yesterday. We had this lower low pullback and some positions here, then again here. So that was all. Then during the Asian and the close session yesterday and the Asian session today, we had some pullbacks, and now we are approaching this level here. So we have to be careful. Maybe sales positions are not the ideal right now. We want to see what it's going to happen, because all the other currencies, the Aussie, it's on support, so maybe we can see push to the upside. The euro, it's here, it has some room to push to the upside. The pound as well, it's on support. Maybe we can see this push. So maybe this can happen because of US dollars anticipation for the interest rates tomorrow. So the market wants maybe to climb a little bit higher so it can give better sales for the sellers. Okay. USD Canadian dollar, we have this impulse move to the upside. We broke higher yesterday. Strong rejection here, so we can expect to see some further push to the downside. This is really a counter trend trade. It doesn't come from any major resistance, so it's a very low probability trade. Okay, so be careful with that. USD JPY in an uptrend struggles around this area. Very mixed for technical analysis trading. We don't have any clear bias. We want to go with a clear trend. We want to go with a momentum. If you go to the 15-minute chart, you're going to see just a mess. Okay, it's not an ideal area you want to trade. When you zoom out on a 15-minute chart, you want to see, or on a 30-minute chart, 1 hour, you want to see price start somewhere here and end up somewhere here. You want to see some nice swings. You don't want to see this type of consolidation. All right, it doesn't worth at all to place money on these trades. So we're going to wait for some, ideally we want to see some pullback. Really, we want to see some pullback to an area of this one finished now. It was a good trade, that one here. Now we want to see some pullback around this area of support. If we draw our fib from here to there, that lines perfectly with the 61.8. So we can mark it here. If the price comes for the daily charts or 4-hour charts, this as a good area to initiate positions and keep them up to here if the market is going to give us the opportunity. But for now, we are staying away either as intraday or as a higher time frame place. Pound JPY, as we expected, the market just came here to retest this area as we mark it. And the last 2 days, it's just pushing to the upside. Still in a downtrend here. And for those who are trading head and shoulders, I know some people, you guys are very good spotting the head and shoulders. And I remember yesterday, Alan was talking about that, and Darshan, I think so. So we have this neckline here. And left shoulder, right shoulder, the head. So the market broke below. It's trying to, you see, gradually it's trying to climb up somewhere here or there. We can see further weakness. Okay. So Aussie JPY, as we expected the market to come here and start looking for longs. Yesterday we had this bullish engulfing here. That was a good one. We could enter at 8 p.m. close to the finish of the US session. So that was a good one. Now it's an inside bar. Some people who are trading the inside candles can buy here, have their stop there, and just target here. That's how usually traders do it. Entry, stop, and take profit. Okay. And when I mention about that, just to make it clear, I do not give any advice to no one to enter here and take stop there and take profits there. No, I'm just a technical analyst, so I do this analysis with the entry criteria that many traders are using, including myself, and that's all. Okay. Euro JPY, very unclear here. Euro is strong, JPY shows some strength, so nothing to do here. CHF JPY, we are still waiting the market to come to the downside, so really there is no point to start looking for shorts. Here is another good pair. We see the market is gradually trying to push to the upside. Euro, Australian dollar. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Aussie Canadian dollar, it becomes a bit mixed. Another one I would like to show you, the S&P. Now, for intraday traders, this is interesting because the market came to retest this area. We have rejection yesterday, and 2 days ago, another rejection. And yesterday, we closed with this bullish engulfing, strong bullish engulfing. So what can we do if we go down to the 15-minute charts or to the 5-minute charts? We can wait the price to make higher highs and higher lows. Anyhow, we are still on this high, and we can just initiate long positions for intraday. Okay, for daily charts and 4-hour chart, this is an area of acknowledgement and not an area of initiating positions. Because if we start buying here and we have our stop there, then the market, maybe it's not going to come to the 61.8 fib retracement, and it's going to just stay here. It's not going to give us even half to one, and then it's going to take our stop loss. So it's not an ideal way to play this type of trades. Okay. And gold, same pattern. They rejected the US dollar, as you realize so far. S&P, gold, crude oil, again, this rejection. Gold is trying to push to the upside. We will see what happens. Anyhow, we are touching this resistance now. Crude oil put this double bottom formation, so maybe we can see some further push to the upside. Bitcoin, we are expecting to broke below, but the market got rejected here, so we can see some further upside here. And another very clear pair for you guys, it's the Euro Canadian dollar. The market on the daily chart, it broke above this consolidation. It made a new high. So we expect pullback around this area retracement, and we are good to go for longs. This one here, I had a buy limit order because of the checklist. Remember, I shared with you on the ranging market, we have all the conditions meet. I put the limit order here. The market didn't take me in for maybe 5-6 pips, but that's okay. And we see the euro, it's pushing higher. This one, it's not clear. Pound Oz. Australian dollar against the Swiss franc. We are in this downtrend, nice downtrend. We wait for the market to come and retest this area here, and we are good to initiate some short positions, which is good. So there are a lot of things to keep an eye. Nasdaq, same like the see how nice the channel line matches here. Nasdaq, same like the S&P. We have this area of, we have this area here where the market yesterday made this push to the upside, new high. So for intraday trading, it's good if we have these higher highs and higher lows to initiate buy positions. But for swing traders, for 4-hour daily chart, we have to wait for the market to be rejected, where it's going to be rejected, and then to start looking for shorts. Where can I find the swap points for the pairs and indices at Admirals? Here you can, where you can find the swap points, you just open your market watch. Let's say you want the pound, the Aussie USD, you right click there, and then you go to information, where is specifications, and you scroll down and you can see swap long, swap short, and you can do the same for the rest of the pairs, Cherry. Theo, have you ever skied in Cyprus? Good conditions and slopes. Okay, I used to live in Australia for 10 years, Darshan. So in Cyprus, where I've born in Cyprus, okay, I born and raised up here. I studied here as well, but last 10 years, I used to live in Australia, in Melbourne mainly. So I really haven't skied as far as I remember lately in Cyprus. Okay. Anyhow, here it's better to ask, have you water skied? Because most months of the year here we are in the beach, okay, and not on the mountains. So I do more water skis and yes, okay. So yes, Aussie accent, just a little bit. All right, guys, a lot of pair to watch today. For sure, for intraday trading, there is much activity. Always be mindful. Before I leave you with this, be mindful when you are trading intraday. Make sure you're not trading at least 30 minutes before any major news events, because the volatility can be created, or all these random moves can be founded. They can just wipe your stop out of the market, and for no reason. Okay, just make a specific times where you're going to trade your intraday, and stick with that and follow that. If you need any help, let's say, with that, I can make a webinar about how to trade intraday and what sort of mindset you need to have. What sort of mindset you need to adapt to when you are trading intraday, because it's a whole different situation than trading swing trading. Okay. I will appreciate if you can really leave us a comment. Those guys who are on YouTube, I would like to see if you have questions after you watch the webinars. Please make sure you put your questions in the comments of the relevant video. And I always keep an eye on the notifications when I see someone asking something relating to the trading, definitely to the content. I always go and answer. Sometimes it happens from my private account to answer, but I try to answer from Admirals, okay, account. So with this, have a lovely day ahead. I wish you all the best. Thanks for tuning again for this morning session. I hope you found a lot of value and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.